On the news, former Sokoto State Governor detained by Efcc over unauthorized cash withdrawals during his tenure. ADC condemns Tambuwal's arrest, accused the Efcc of politically induced harassment of opposition party members. Tanker explosion along Zaria-Kaduna Expressway leaves 4 people hospitalized with varying degrees of burns. Federal government unveils plan to boost domestic health financing. In addition, we have the exchange rates and weather report. Stand by now for the details.
Welcome to the news on the hour on Providence Television International. I am Ubebo Ikekwa. Former Sokoto State Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwal has been detained by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on Monday, August 11, 2025, over allegations of unauthorized cash withdrawals totaling 189 billion naira from state coffers during his tenure. Tambuwal, who served as the governor of Sokoto State from 2015 to 2023, arrived at the EFCC headquarters in Jabi, Abuja by 11:30 a.m. for interrogation and was immediately ushered into the custody of investigators probing the financial scandal. The former governor will remain in custody pending further interrogation, as more arrests could follow as the investigation unfolds. The arrest of Senator Tambuwal, who is the recent Senate Minority Leader and prominent member of the People's Democratic Party, is the latest in a string of high-profile political figures to face EFCC questioning in the ongoing crackdown on public sector corruption. The National Publicity Secretary of the African Democratic Congress Coalition, Bolaji Abdullahi, in a statement issued on Monday, has alleged that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has compromised its integrity by reopening old cases against opposition politicians while turning a blind eye to allegations involving the ruling All Progressives Congress members. The statement follows the detention of Senator Aminu Tambuwal by the EFCC on Monday over allegations of unauthorized cash withdrawals from the state treasury amounting to 189 billion naira by Tambuwal while he was the governor of Sokoto State between 2015 to 2023. Mr. Abdullahi decried the arrest of Senator Tambuwal, stating that in recent days, several senior members of the opposition coalition have received EFCC summons that are politically motivated. He further stated that the summons are not based on fresh cases arising from new evidence, but new files opened in reaction to emergent political affiliations to intimidate key opposition figures. Responding, the EFCC refuted the accusation, maintaining that any individual found guilty of financial misconduct and misappropriation will face prosecution in court, regardless of the individual's political status or affiliation. The EFCC spokesman, Dele Oyewale, described the ADC's allegations as untenable and dared the party to back its claims with facts. 4 people have been hospitalized following a collision between 2 tankers that triggered a fireball explosion on Monday morning in the Dan Magaji area along the Zaria-Kaduna Expressway. The accident, which occurred by 8:30 a.m., involved a liquefied natural gas-laden tanker and an empty tanker. The force of the impact ignited a blaze that engulfed both vehicles, injuring the victims with varying degrees of burns. Confirming the incident, the unit commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps in Zaria, Nasser Fargo, disclosed that investigations revealed that the LNG tanker suffered a sudden tire puncture and subsequently rammed into the empty tanker. The accident caused a significant traffic disruption on the busy highway, which serves as a major link between Kaduna and Kano. The FRSC chief appealed to tanker drivers to exercise greater caution, especially when transporting hazardous materials. Concerned Nigerian citizens have condemned the deplorable state of sections of the Lagos-Calabar Expressway, which is still under construction during the first rainy season. The citizens who spoke off camera decried the unwholesome practice of using substandard materials for construction, stressing that such practices endanger the lives of road users. They called on the Minister of Works, David Umahi, to expedite action in rehabilitating the failed portions of the road before the completion of the project. The federal government on Monday unveiled plans to boost domestic health financing and reduce Nigeria's dependence on international donors, pledging increased investment and a push for local production of essential medicines and medical supplies. The coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pati, disclosed this in Abuja, warning that reliance on foreign aid is unsustainable and called for urgent local ownership of the country's health system. Professor Pati stressed that the country must take responsibility for financing its health needs as the present Ahmed Bola Tinubu-led administration plans to increase budget allocations for health at the federal and state levels and expand local manufacturing of medicines and health commodities. The news on the hour continues after this break. Please stay tuned.
Providence Television International calling for advert placements and news coverages. Please contact Providence Television International at 42 Igbesama Street, Bairia Junction, Benin City. You can reach us on telephone numbers 08033511599, 08100710297, or 08129924847. Remember, we cover both home and abroad. Providence Television International, the game changer.
Thanks for staying tuned. The Federal Civil Service Commission has ordered 3,598 civil servants who missed the 2021 verification exercise to appear for re-verification, warning that failure to do so will be taken as evidence of holding fake appointment letters. The re-verification exercise will run from Monday, August 18th to Thursday, August 28th, 2025, across various ministries and government agencies, including the Federal Ministries of Agriculture, Defense, Education, Justice, Works, Information, Science and Technology, Aviation, Finance, Interior, and State House. The affected staff are required to present originals and photocopies of their appointment and promotion letters, Gazette of Appointment and Confirmation, Staff Change Letter, and July 2025 IPPIS pay slip. Governor Monday Okpewolo of Edo State has announced plans for the construction of a 500-bed hostel facility for the Medical School of Ambrose Ali University, Ekpoma. Governor Okpewolo made the pledge during his campaign tour of several wards in Isan West local government area as part of activities ahead of the August 16th Edo Central Senatorial by-elections. He further stated that the construction work on the project will commence in a few weeks, while reiterating his administration's commitment to delivering the dividends of democracy to the people of Edo State. Edo State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Dr. Samson Osagie, has blamed logistic challenges as reasons for slow criminal prosecution. Dr. Osagie, who was speaking during a press briefing in Benin City, disclosed that the state government's investment in the speedy dispensation of justice through the provision of logistic support will soon materialize. Highlighting the efforts of the Department of Public Prosecution in speeding up the process of criminal prosecution in the state, Dr. Osagie disclosed that the department has issued legal opinions on 341 cases out of 441 cases it received from the police since the inception of the administration of Governor Monday Okpewolo. And to sports, Inter Milan have set their price limit for Nigeria international Ademola Lookman as they remain determined to secure the services of their number one transfer target. The club has been trying to pull off a move for the 27-year-old for several weeks but haven't found a breakthrough in negotiations with Atlanta, who remain reluctant to sell one of their star players to a direct league rival. Inter have decided they are not prepared to go beyond their current price for Lookman, which is 45 million euro before bonuses. And to the exchange rates, one United States dollar is equivalent in naira is 1,527, 1 euro 1,780, 1 British pound 2,059, and the Canadian dollar presently stands at 1,108 naira, while the Australian dollar presently stands at 995 naira. The weather forecast for Wednesday, 13th August, in Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt and Kaduna, there will be light rain with temperatures of 26 degrees Celsius in Abuja, 27 degrees Celsius, Lagos, 28 degrees Celsius in Benin, 29 degrees Celsius in Port Harcourt and 26 degrees Celsius in Kaduna. In Enugu and Sokoto, it will be cloudy with temperatures of 28 degrees Celsius in both states. And now to Washington. There will be light rain in Washington with a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. In London, it will be cloudy with a temperature of 27 degrees Celsius. While in Johannesburg and Rome, it will be sunny with temperatures of 19 degrees Celsius, Johannesburg, and 37 degrees Celsius in Rome. In Paris, it will be cloudy with a temperature of 34 degrees Celsius.
Providence Television International calling. For advert placements and news coverages, please contact Providence Television International at 42 Igbesama Street, Bairia Junction, Benin City. You can reach us on telephone numbers 08033511599, 08100710297, or 08129924847. Remember, we cover both home and abroad. Providence Television International, the game changer.
And that is the news on the hour on Providence Television International. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.